Love it or list it. David Visentin reacts to Paige Turner getting slammed by fans. The popular real estate reality show Love It or List It has long captivated audiences with its dynamic blend of home renovation and property listing decisions. At the heart of the show are co-hosts Hilary Fair and David Visentin, who offer homeowners a choice: renovate their current house to better suit their needs or sell it and move elsewhere. Over the years, the show has built a loyal fan base that follows each episode with keen interest, often forming strong opinions about the hosts, the homeowners, and even the design choices made throughout the process. In a recent twist, however, one of the show's recurring characters, Paige Turner, the fictional who appears in on-screen graphics representing the side of the decision, has come under fire from fans. Though Turner is not a real person, but rather a stylized visual element used by the show for dramatic effect, some viewers have taken issue with how she is portrayed, particularly when her presence seems to encourage homeowners to list their homes rather than stay and renovate. David Visentin, known for his straightforward personality and role as the advocate alongside Hilary Fair's approach, recently addressed the backlash against Paige Turner during an interview. His comments offered insight into how the show operates behind the scenes and how the cast and crew handle audience reactions. Paige Turner was introduced early in the show's run as a creative way to visually represent the option. Dressed in sharp business attire, complete with a briefcase and confident demeanor, Paige is shown flipping through a proverbial book of houses, symbolizing the act of searching for a new home. Her appearances are typically accompanied by upbeat music and sleek animations, contrasting with the more emotional and personal tone of Hilary's segment. While the character was meant to be a lighthearted, symbolic representation of the real estate agent's role in helping homeowners find a new property, some fans began interpreting her presence more negatively. In particular, they felt that Paige was being portrayed as pushy or overly eager to get people to sell their homes, sometimes at the expense of considering whether renovating might actually be the better option. This perception grew stronger among viewers who believed that the show occasionally leaned too heavily toward pushing the option, especially when renovations appeared rushed or insufficient to meet the homeowner's needs. As a result, online forums and social media platforms saw a rise in criticism directed at Paige Turner, with some fans going so far as to mock or vilify her despite her non-human status. During a recent appearance on a podcast focusing on television personalities and behind-the-scenes production, David Visentin was asked about the growing hostility toward Paige Turner. He responded with characteristic candor, acknowledging the fans' concerns while also offering context for how the character fits into the broader framework of the show. Visentin emphasized that Paige Turner was never intended to be a villain or a manipulative force in the decision-making process. Instead, she was designed to serve as a visual metaphor for the opportunity that comes with selling a home and moving to something new. He likened her to a game show host or a cartoon mascot meant to add flair and excitement to the moment when homeowners weigh their options. "She's part of the storytelling," Visentin explained. "She doesn't exist in real life. She's not trying to trick anyone or pressure them. She's just there to make a point in a fun, engaging way." He also noted that the tension between is central to the show's appeal. "Without that push and pull," he said, "the format would lose its drama and intrigue. People like conflict. They want to see the back and forth. That's what keeps them watching week after week," he added. Still, Visentin admitted that he had seen some of the negative commentary online and understood why certain fans might feel frustrated. "It's easy to misinterpret things when you're only seeing a few minutes of footage. You don't know what went into those decisions or how much thought we put into every situation," he said. One of the key points Visentin stressed was that the final decision always rests with the homeowners. Neither he nor Hilary Fair makes the call for them. "We present both sides. We lay out the pros and cons. But ultimately, it's up to the people in the house," he said. He acknowledged that in some episodes, the outcome might seem more appealing due to the limitations of time, budget, or structural issues within the home. However, he insisted that no effort was made to sway the decision unfairly. We want what's best for the families. If a renovation isn't going to solve their problems, then yes, we'll say so. But if staying makes sense, we support that too. As for the portrayal of Paige Turner, Visentin suggested that the show's producers were aware of the evolving viewer sentiment and might consider adjusting how the character is presented in future seasons. Everything on TV evolves. What worked 5 years ago might not work today. We listen to our audience. If something needs tweaking, we'll do it. Following Visentin's remarks, discussions erupted across social media and fan communities. Some viewers appreciated his transparency and willingness to engage with criticism, while others remained skeptical about the show's intentions. "I think it's great that he's speaking out," wrote one commenter on Reddit. "I've always liked the show, but I can see how Paige might come off the wrong way. Glad they're paying attention." Another user countered, "I still think they push too often. Maybe it's just easier to film a quick montage of a new house than deal with all the mess of a renovation." Others pointed out that Paige Turner's exaggerated persona might be outdated in a climate where audiences are increasingly sensitive to gender portrayals and perceived stereotypes. Some critics noted that Paige was often depicted as cold or calculating compared to the warm, nurturing image of Hilary Fair, raising questions about gender dynamics in the show's presentation. In response to these concerns, Visentin hinted that future iterations of the show could explore alternative ways to present the option without relying on a single caricatured figure. "Maybe we bring in different agents for different episodes. Or maybe we let the homeowners themselves decide which path they prefer from the start," he speculated. Despite the controversy surrounding Paige Turner, remains one of the most watched lifestyle shows on television. Its enduring popularity speaks to the universal appeal of home transformation stories and the relatable struggle many people face when deciding whether to stay or go. David Visentin's response to the backlash demonstrates a willingness to adapt and evolve with changing audience expectations. By addressing fan concerns head-on and reaffirming the show's commitment to helping real families make informed decisions, he has helped maintain trust in the program's integrity. Ultimately, whether viewers love or list their homes or love or hate Paige Turner, the show continues to spark meaningful conversations about what it means to find happiness in the place we call home.